Hello and welcome to this special show, VIRAM Agenda Sustainability. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. And for this, humans are most responsible. From household chores to factories to transportation, we use oil, gas and all sorts of fossil fuels for all our activities. It's clear that the temperature of the earth is increasing due to an increasing population, due to increasing human activities and increasing fuel use. And climate change due to this has now become a threat to every aspect of human life. So towards a sustainable human population, it's very important to move forward now and make a collective effort. India Today Group's campaign, VIRAM Agenda Sustainability, in association with the Mobius Foundation, reminds us that taking effective measures in this direction requires collective effort and commitment. In this show, we'll try to understand the relationship between population growth and climate change and their long-term consequences.
In 2022, the world's population has reached 8 billion. Growing population leads to increasing consumption, rising greenhouse gas emissions, causing rise in global average temperatures. Urbanization, blind human passion for development, and continuous burning of fuels like coal, oil, and gas has increased the Earth's average global temperature by 1 degree Celsius. The human population is becoming the victim of this vicious cycle of its own making, thus causing climate change. Sea level rise, droughts, floods, extreme weather events, and increasing diseases have created a climate emergency. Every year, we cut 7.3 million hectares of forest, which leads to an increase in human and animal encounters.
बड़े पैमाने पर जंगलों की कटाई होती है, पूरी बायोडाइवर्सिटी या जैव विविधता का नुकसान होता है.
The exchange of germs due to the migration of animals, which causes concern about the possible epidemics and pandemics such as COVID-19.
पूरे इसको ज़ूनोसिस कहते हैं अंग्रेजी में. वाइल्ड से लेकर जो एस्केप करते हैं वायरसेस, ये ह्यूमंस में आते हैं और फिर बड़े पैमाने पर फैलते हैं और कोविड जैसी महामारियों की आशंका बनी रहती है. जो WHO है उसके अनुसार करीब करीब हर वर्ष इस तरह की जो 60 के आसपास जो वायरसेस हैं वो एस्केप कर रहे हैं बायोडाइवर्सिटी के लॉस के कारण.
People in posh areas of Chennai yearn for water in the summers. The groundwater crisis in the hilly regions of India prevails. Houses consumed by floods in Uttarakhand. More of the same, the villages in Bihar and further east as well. Distressing images of Mumbai drowning in rain every year. Hundreds of people became climate displaced and refugees in Joshiman. Why? The world's greatest economies brought to their knees by drought. Who is responsible for this? We have created this situation, this mess.
Well, the problem is being caused not just the population, it is the population multiplied by the consumption. So if the consumption cannot be reduced, then the population obviously has to be reduced if we want to sustain the planet.
The human population is achieving great feats day by day, but loses its soul every moment.
We need to recycle everything, including plastics, including clothes, including anything that we use. In any waste that we do, it has to be recycled if we want to sustain the planet.
The time has come to stop and think, to take a pause.
ये पोल्यूशन ही हमारी बड़ी समस्या है और पोल्यूशन में 35 to 40% पोल्यूशन ये हमारे फॉसिल फ्यूल के कारण है. तो एयर पोल्यूशन, वाटर पोल्यूशन और साउंड पोल्यूशन को हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी देनी चाहिए और मैं तो भी इसकी गंभीरता को समझने के कारण मैं अब इस विषय को जितना कुछ ट्रांसपोर्ट मंत्री करके कर सकता हूँ मैं जरूर करूँगा.
If efforts are made today, then something will improve in years. If we do not wake up even today, nature will not give us time to think again.
Decades ago studies, reports of committees or warnings of local people, everything has been sidelined. And that's why the situation is such that today hundreds of families have been displaced. The situation in Joshimath, which is facing the brunt of indiscriminate development, has again tried to shake us. There are many examples in front of us. Will we not wake up from our deep sleep now?
These tears, this compulsion, the pain of destroying what they had collected bit by bit. In the freezing cold, what is felt to be homeless? Who knows better than them?
हम लोग रोड पे हो चुके हैं, हमारे पास कुछ नहीं है, फिर भी हमारे तरफ कोई सुनवाई नहीं आगे अभी तक। हमारे पास ये नहीं है कि आगे हम कहीं मकान में शिफ्ट हो, हमारे कुछ हो, हम सामान भी निकाले तो कहाँ से निकालेंगे बाहर ऐसे। पूरा टूट चुका है सारी चीजें ऐसे।
On one hand, people in Joshimath are forced to leave their homes, and on the other hand, due to climate change, there is a possibility of Joshimath collapsing as a whole. This area has been made more vulnerable. Heavy rains and floods can wreak havoc any time here. Even from the point of view of earthquakes, this area is very sensitive and comes under Zone 5.
ये भी एक जो अनप्लैन्ड डेवलपमेंट या जो अनियोजित विकास है उसका एक परिणाम है.
But not just Joshimath. Many villages in Chamoli, Uttarkashi, Rudraprayag, Karnprayag, Pithoragarh, Nainital and Bageshwar districts are in trouble, from where people are migrating as climate refugees. Joshimath itself has a population of 25,000. Where and how will the government take them? According to the Global Appeal Report 2022 of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, the number of people forced to bear the brunt of displacement due to climate change is increasing worldwide. According to the latest report in 2021, due to the climate change and disaster-related events, 2.37 crore people in the world, out of which 5 million people in India, were forced to move from one place to another within the country. India is the third largest country after China and Philippines in terms of internal displacement due to climate change. The disaster of Joshimath is as natural as it is man-made. Joshimath is a temporary and weakly settled area.
पहाड़ खास तौर से हिमालय जो है पर्वत वो एक बहुत ही भंगुर है, बहुत ही फ्रेजाइल है वहाँ का इकोसिस्टम पर्यावरण. और हमने वहाँ बहुत सारा आबादी बसा दी और उन जो फ्रेजाइल माउंटेन सिस्टम्स हैं तो उनमें इन पे भार जब बढ़ेगा वो चाहे सड़कों से चाहे टनलिंग आप करो, चट्टानों को तोड़ने का काम होता है विकास के कार्यों के कारण. विकास जो अपना रहे हैं वो बिना सोचे समझे, बिना पर्यावरण का ध्यान रखे किया जा रहा है.
Admittedly, humans have to develop and expand the cities. But what price has to be paid for this? This is the big question.
India is among the top 5 countries in the Climate Change Performance Index. Serious efforts are being made in this direction at the world level as well. We talked to the Energy and Resources Institute's Director General, Dr. Vibha Dhawan, and learnt that at the global level, how serious really is this issue. Dr. Vibha, what are the side effects of climate change and the wildly increasing human population that we're not able to see now, but that are clearly very grave and very serious?
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो ये कहना गलत है कि हमें अभी क्लाइमेट चेंज के या जलवायु परिवर्तन के परिणाम नहीं दिख रहे हैं. एक तरह से पिछले 2 साल से हम जो पूरी दुनिया में देख रहे हैं, जहाँ पे बारिश नहीं होती थी वहाँ फ्लड्स आ रहे हैं और जहाँ पर बहुत बारिश होती थी वहाँ अब सूखा पड़ रहा है. तो काफ़ी हद तक जो है कि ये इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन करके ये हो रहा है, जो एमिशंस बढ़ जाते हैं. लेकिन जैसे हम हिंदुस्तान में कहते हैं कि पर कैपिटा एमिशंस बहुत कम हैं, लेकिन जब हम ओवरऑल एमिशंस देखते हैं तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा हैं क्योंकि हमारी पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. और दुष्परिणाम की आप बात करते हैं तो देखिए, अभी हम ऑलरेडी देख रहे हैं जो हमारे पर्वत हैं उन जगह पर, क्योंकि बेलगाम एक तरह से हमारी ग्रोथ हुई, आप बिल्डिंग्स बनाते जा रहे हैं, तो उसके बाद क्या हो रहा है ये तो हम सबके सामने है.
So food, water security, urbanization, natural disasters, climate assistance, they've also been talked about in the COP27 meeting. Are serious efforts but being seen at the global level now as per you?
देखिए, हम SDGs की बात करते हैं, जो 17 हमारे SDGs हैं, तो उसमें है कि हम कैसे एक गरीबी हटाएं, हम इंश्योर करें कि हर एक के पास खाना हो, हम अपने नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज का ध्यान रखें, जैसे कि पानी है, और अब एक तरह से काफ़ी हद तक इंटरनेशनल रिकग्निशन है इन मुद्दों के ऊपर, और लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि हम सबको मिलके इनका सल्यूशन ढूंढना है। तो धीरे धीरे बातें गंभीर हो रही हैं, लेकिन मैं फिर भी ये कहूँगी कि इस पे अभी से बहुत ज़्यादा काम करना पड़ेगा।
Thank you, Dr. Vibha Dhawan, for joining us. It's time for us to slip into a very short break, but on the other side, we're going to be showing you the condition of some Indian cities that will make you think seriously. Welcome back. You're watching VIRAM Agenda Sustainability, our special show about the connection between climate change and increasing human population. Let's now take a look at the situation in some cities in India and understand what effect the haphazard and unbalanced population growth has had over the years on our climate.
These pictures are from the month of September in the year 2022. In the rains of last year, the situation in Bengaluru had become so bad that people had to leave their homes and go to safer places from the submerged areas. Why did they have to suffer? The biggest reason for this turned out to be the haphazard encroachment of the growing population on the lakes there. The situation had become such that in a hurry, the administration had to start demolishing the encroached houses and establishment on the lakes.
झीलों को हम एनक्रोच किया है, पोल्यूट किया है. हंड्रेड्स ऑफ लेक्स हैव डिसअपियर्ड. हमारा जो नगर है उसको हम इतना रेकलेसली डेवलप करते हैं कि कल के बारे में सोचते भी नहीं.
Let's turn to another metropolis, Mumbai. The scenes here also look grave with respect to the torrential rains. Every year during the monsoons, Mumbaikars cannot help but look back in horror at the rains of 26 July 2005. With the numerous warnings about the effects of climate change, people in Mumbai live with a constant underlying threat. Experts claim that by 2050, 70% of Mumbai will be submerged. Not just this, the city will be plagued with several storms.
Mumbai will face serious problem of getting submerged in the seawater. So we need to take the clear-cut action in the coming time.
The future hangs in the balance. Awareness about air, water and land pollution is the call of the hour. Mumbai usually sees rain in June, July and August. However, it received 214 mm of rain on May 17, 2021. The numbers have gone up 100, 200 mm of rainfall from the usual amount of 70 to 80 millimeters.
Very structurally, when we talk about the Mumbai's system in terms of drainage water system, currently we have the capacities of 25 millimeters per hour. Once we developed it around the 50 millimeters per hour, that will be the solution for the Mumbai's.
Claimed in a study published on climate change that due to the global warming and climate change, the ice present on the earth is melting rapidly, due to which the sea level is increasing all over the world. It is clear that such activities done by the expansion and development of cities are the reason for climate change.
This campaign, VIRAM Agenda Sustainability, started by Mobius Foundation, is an important, crucial step so that there can be a consensus in this direction, so that immediate steps can be taken and collective efforts are made. Prime Minister Narendra Modi talked about cleaner manufacturing practices and decarbonization initiative in the COP26 meeting. He also called for life. What we're talking about is lifestyle for the environment, for the common people, so that we who've been harming the climate till now, intentionally or unintentionally, should do something together so that we and our population start working towards maintaining the climate. Thank you all for joining us on this campaign.